down to see the body. No one else wanted to.
That emotional story is tomorrow. Today, part one of my intimate conversation with Toya Jackson. Ever since Michael's death, it's been brother Randy and sister Toya who have taken the lead in keeping the family together. In a wide-ranging, nearly hour-long interview, Toya relives the day she found out Michael died. How much do you miss him?
Terribly. Terribly. We lost, the entire world lost just an incredible person, Tony. We really did. You guys, you can't even begin to imagine how incredible he was.
2.5 months have done little to mend the emotional wounds within Toya's heart. With her guard down and tears in her eyes, she took me back to the day that changed everything, June 25th. Where were you on the day that you found out that your brother was having trouble, at least initially? Did you get a phone call that he'd already passed?
No, actually, I was home, and it's very interesting because I had just got done watching the news, and there was the news on Farrah, of course.
All right.
And I said, oh my. I said, I wonder who's next. 10 minutes later, my father calls and says, Michael's sick, they're rushing him to the hospital. I need for you to get down there and go to the hospital. And I kept calling my mother assistant that was working with her. And I kept asking him, is he okay? Is he okay? But he would never answer me. And I kept saying, is he okay? And he wouldn't answer me. And I heard my mother in the background, and she said, give me the phone. And she grabbed the phone and she screamed as loud as she could, he's dead. When she did that, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't drive. I got weak. I was asking people on the street to drive me to the hospital. I mean, I was only like 5 minutes away, but I got so weak, my knees got weak. I couldn't believe it. It's like my heart had stopped, and like, please, can you drive me? Eventually driving herself, the terror in Toya's face was captured by the media, already surrounding UCLA Medical Center. She was the first Jackson sibling to arrive. There was a nurse, and I said, is it true? And she says, no, it's not true. And what a sigh of relief. Everything just changed. Yeah. And I opened the door. They escorted me to the room where my mother and Michael's kids were, and they were all in her lap, just screaming to the top of their lungs. Mm. And I looked at Mother, and she said, and I just burst out. I couldn't control myself. And Paris was saying he's the best dad in the whole world, and she just went on and on and on, and you can't leave me this way. Please take me with you. And it was so sad, Tony, so sad. Just myself, and then knowing that these little kids, they've lost the most precious thing in their life, their father, and he's no longer there for them.
Tomorrow on Action, Lady Gaga made it a point